We are back with the final type of resistance to change, blended. If you missed the first two on logical resistance and emotional resistance, you can view them up somewhere up there, the links that just showed up, or there are links down in the video description as well, of course. And I highly recommend that you do look at those two videos first because they set the stage for what I'm talking about here. Who am I to be talking about this at all? I'm Grace Judson. I'm a change management and leadership expert working primarily with technology companies to help them avoid the people problems that derail their tech consulting projects and tech implementations. Easy for me to say. This is usually outside the scope of a tech project manager who, let's face it, already has more than enough on their to-do list. So, okay. As the name implies, blended resistance is a combination of the other two, logical plus emotional. Blended resistance basically says this change scares me because of this factual reason that is threatening to me and or to the outcome of the change. This is an interesting situation. It's tempting to respond to the person just from the perspective of their facts, but unlike the purely logical person described in the first video, the factual reasons that this person is concerned about may not be risk factors that will impact the change itself. Instead, they could be fact-based risk factors that impact their specific situation rather than the entire change initiative's success or failure. Note that these are different from the rumor-based or what might happen types of emotional experience described in the second video on emotional resistance. They are truly fact-based. Factual risks that might impact someone are just as real for them as someone reacting purely emotionally who may have no basis in fact for believing that there will be, let's say, layoffs as a result of for instance, technology implementation. Both of those reactions are real to the person. But if leadership has already indicated that layoffs might happen, that's a fact that could impact the individual depending on their role and seniority. And if there are even more facts about what areas or roles the layoffs are likely to impact, then there you are with even more to worry about, right? So again, the experience of the individual is equally real, but the reasons for their experience can be, in fact, actually present in the situation or can be part of rumor and fear-mongering within the population, shall we say, within the employee population. Okay, so what can you do in this situation? Start by identifying the logical factors involved. What facts about the change are causing the emotional reaction? If they're true risk factors impacting the change as a whole, then you need to go back and watch that first video for how to respond. And don't forget, that will help improve your change initiative and its chances for success when you listen to someone who sees these types of risk factors. If factual risk is specific to the individual, then it depends on what those facts are, right? Layoffs, if you can't say for sure that their job is safe, it's far better to simply say you'll let them know as soon as you know, and perhaps remind them about company policy around severance, and I know it's hard in that situation. If it's their workload, you can help them look at how to prioritize and delegate, and so on. Whatever type of resistance you're facing as a change leader, remember this: change isn't necessarily hard, but it is challenging. And resistance isn't inevitable, but there will be challenges around learning and adapting. It's simple enough. The brain has to work harder when dealing with new processes and learning new things, and the uncertainties of change are always difficult to deal with. The more you recognize that, acknowledge it publicly to your team, and work with each of them to move through the challenges, the more likely you are to have a team that trusts you and actively participates in the process. And therefore, the more likely you are to have a change that succeeds and is sustained. The tendency when looking at all of this as just resistance is to try to push people through. But if instead you consider what's actually going on for each individual person, you have an opportunity to see resistance as something else entirely, something you can actively work with, which might even make your change initiative that much more successful. Okay, that is it on this series of the 3 flavors of resistance to change. If you have questions or if there was an aha moment here for you, Do please leave a comment. I always come back to answer, and I love hearing how things land for my audience, and that means you. Your questions give me ideas about what to write about and what to do more videos about. Speaking of more videos, if you haven't already subscribed, please do. And then please hit that bell so you'll be notified when I release new videos. There are resources in the video description down below, so check those out. And in the meantime, go forth, think about the types, or should I say flavors, of resistance you're encountering in your team and see what you can do to help make things better for your people. Take care.